nearly a century, Enzo Ferrari's unwritten commandment was absolute. We build race cars and we build sports cars, but we will never, ever build an SUV. When the Purosangue arrived, purists claimed the brand had finally compromised its soul for a profit margin. But nobody was prepared for what Maranello was secretly cooking up next. This is the 2027 Ferrari SF-100 SUV, a vehicle that doesn't just push the boundaries of what an exotic utility vehicle can do, it completely obliterates them. Lamborghini, Aston Martin, and Porsche thought they had mastered the super SUV formula, but Ferrari just redefined the entire landscape with a machine that is violently fast, shockingly low, and arguably the most controversial vehicle to ever wear the prancing horse badge. But before we unpack the staggering engineering under the sheet metal, you need to know about a hidden mechanical nightmare. Deep within the SF-100's state-of-the-art hybrid architecture lies a design choice so baffling and potentially so ruinous to the car's longevity that it has already triggered heated debates behind closed doors in Italy. We are going to uncover exactly what that fatal flaw is and why it might make this $750,000 hyper SUV a ticking time bomb later in this video. To understand the SF-100, you have to look at the numbers, and they are frankly terrifying. Beneath the aggressively sculpted carbon fiber hood sits a heavily modified version of Maranello's twin-turbocharged V8, paired not with one, but three high-output electric motors derived straight from their Formula One program. The result is a mind-bending 1,100 horsepower distributed to all four wheels. Crack the throttle open, and this high-riding monster rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a shattering 2.3 seconds. That doesn't just make it the fastest SUV on the planet, it makes it faster off the line than a McLaren P1 or a Bugatti Veyron. The top speed is electronically limited to an absurd 216 miles per hour, a figure that seems to defy the very laws of physics for a vehicle capable of carrying a family of four and their luggage. The design is a masterclass in aerodynamic violence. Ferrari's engineers didn't just lift a sports car, they sculpted a low-slung, sweeping fastback silhouette that manipulates the air to create massive downforce. Up front, gaping air intakes swallow the atmosphere to cool the massive hybrid batteries, while the rear features an active blown diffuser that adjusts on the fly depending on your driving mode. If you are enjoying how we are breaking down this engineering marvel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video because it helps us bring you the absolute best automotive deep dives before anyone else. Step inside the cabin, and the SF-100 shifts from a brutal track weapon to an ultra-luxurious sci-fi cockpit. There is no central infotainment screen twisting out of the dashboard. Instead, Ferrari has wrapped a massive, curved digital display around the driver's line of sight, while the front passenger gets their own dedicated screen to monitor the staggering G-forces this machine generates in the corners. Every single surface is draped in a precise mix of exposed matte carbon fiber, Alcantara, and hand-stitched Italian leather. Even the traditional rear seats have been replaced by two deeply bolstered racing buckets, ensuring that your passengers are held firmly in place when the active suspension system engages and flatlines body roll through the tightest canyon switchbacks. But this brings us back to the dark cloud hanging over this automotive masterpiece, the hidden engineering compromise that Ferrari desperately hopes billionaires will ignore. To keep the SF-100's center of gravity as low as possible and maintain that legendary sports car handling, engineers had to pack the massive liquid-cooled lithium-ion battery pack directly into the floor pan, directly adjacent to the ultra-hot exhaust routing from the twin-turbo V8. Thermal management experts are already raising massive red flags, warning that the extreme heat cycles generated by a high-performance V8 will inevitably degrade the hybrid battery cells at an accelerated rate. If those cells overheat or fail prematurely outside of the warranty window, the replacement process requires dropping the entire subframe and drivetrain, a catastrophic repair bill that could easily hover around $80,000. Ferrari has built the ultimate performance machine, but in their obsessive pursuit of speed, they may have created a hyper-complex financial nightmare for anyone brave enough to own it long-term.